What's going on, Everly Sports? Back with another video. In this video, I'm going to be going over this Thanksgiving game between the New York Giants and the Dallas Cowboys. It is Week 12 in the NFL, and the Giants are in a big game, the biggest of the year to this point. It's going to be an exciting game. Giants are big-time underdogs. They're 10-point dogs coming into the game. And I'm going to have the Giants losing, but not by 10 points. I think the Giants will cover the spread in this game, and I think they're going to lose 31-26. That's my score prediction for this football game. I think the Giants hang around like they did in the last game against Dallas, but just lose. When you take a look at this Dallas offense, it's really tough to stop, and we'll see how the Giants fare against it. But let's go over the injury reports first. The Giants are absolutely crushed at the offensive line spot. John Feliciano is out of this game. These guys didn't even travel. So John Feliciano, Shane Lemieux, as well as Evan Neal, Josh Azudu, and then of course we know Daniel Bellinger's out in this football game, as well as Adoree Jackson will miss the game. Fabian Moreau will miss the game. So our top two cornerbacks will be out of this contest. Then we have a few guys questionable. Dane Belton, hopefully he plays with a shoulder injury. Pinnock has a jaw injury. Andrew Thomas has an illness. I would probably expect him to play, though. It's just too big a game for him to miss over such a small thing. And then Richie James, apparently it sounds like he's going to play, though. So that's the injury report for the Giants. And then for the Cowboys, Anthony Barr will not play in this game. Jonathan Hankins is doubtful with an illness. Dante Fowler, he is questionable, as well as DeMarcus Lawrence and Micah Parsons. But those two, Parsons and Lawrence, are expected to play in this football game. Kelvin Joseph is also questionable. I don't know how to say his name, but Osa Diguzua, I think is how you pronounce it. He is injured. They're both injured. Diguzua and Kelvin Joseph, they're both questionable. I would probably expect them to play, but we'll see. And that's pretty much it for the Cowboys on the injury list. Alex Lindstrom will also miss the game, but he hasn't really played at all this season. So, not too big of a miss there. But if the Giants want to win this football game, they're going to have to win the turnover battle. There's no question about that. And a lot of people are talking about this as the OBJ Bowl, and it certainly won't hurt if you win this football game. To win this football game, if OBJ sees the Giants beat the Cowboys, he'll be much more motivated to come to New York compared to Dallas. Being that this is a Thanksgiving game in Dallas, we all know that Dallas struggles on Thanksgiving, so I'm not going to rule the Giants out of this game, but the amount of injuries they have is definitely a concern. We're going to have our starting cornerbacks will be like Rodarius Williams and, just guys you don't want to have at the starting cornerback spot, especially for a tough game like this one. With Adoree Jackson and Fabian Moreau out of this game, we're going to have to find something from the back end of the roster guys. And, of course, we didn't think we were going to need that. But Nick McLeod, Darnay Holmes, these are going to be big-time guys in this football game today. Cordell Flott. I don't know if Landon Collins is going to play. I kind of hope he does, but it doesn't sound like he will. But the Giants, they're going to have to get, production from somebody. And I don't know who that's going to be, but someone's going to have to step up big here in this football game. Julian Love is probably going to be the most important player on the defense, let alone in the secondary, maybe in the whole defense. And as important as it is to get pressure, it actually is very important to get pressure, because Dak Prescott's not the same quarterback, when he isn't pressured. So we got to get to him. Kayvon Thibodeau's got to have a big game. Wink Martindale's got to dial up a great game plan, and if he could do that, the Giants will be good. Azeez Ojulari won't play again in this game, so it's going to be tough. The Giants have a lot of injuries to overcome here on both sides of the ball, and we'll see how it goes. Kenny Golladay, expect him to really get going in this game. I think he's going to have a big-time game. Darius Slayton and Kenny Golladay are the two guys to look out for here in this football game, because they're going to be targeted to a lot. So we'll see ultimately what ends up happening there. But it's going to be a very exciting game. And I think if the Giants could just run the ball well and just kind of hang in the football game, we'll be fine. And if we can control the clock, And, Saquon rushes for 100 yards, and, we're just really having long drives and keeping the ball away from that Dallas offense. We're going to have a shot at the end of the game. That's the most important thing. Control the clock, be able to pick up first downs, extend drives, get points, continue to be that third down defense and that red zone defense that we've been all season up until the Lions game. And, we'll see where that takes us. But I like our chances in this game if we can, create a couple turnovers, run the ball well. We all know that Dallas isn't great against the run. You saw against the Packers, when someone runs the ball down their throat, how they respond. They're not great with that. But they're coming off a big-time win. Maybe they're buying into their own hype, and, they fall off a bit. We know how important this game, though, is for so many things, the division, the playoffs, OBJ, just to get the Giants' confidence back. It's a huge game, and we'll ultimately see how it all plays out. But guys, that is all I got in this video. You guys let me know down in the comment section your thoughts on this game. I got 31-26 Dallas winning it. You guys let me know your prediction in the comments, and let me know all that good stuff down in the comment section. Happy Thanksgiving to all my American viewers, watchers, and supporters. Thank you guys for all the support you guys always show. Have a good holiday, and as always, please leave a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. We'll see you guys all in the next video. Hopefully the Giants can get this win today. Let's go Giants.